Hi everybody, it's Matt here with pianoblog.com. I want to talk about sound control as it relates to hand position and changing hand position. I recently talked about how important it is when you're practicing a piece, if you're working on color and controlling your sound, to move slowly, to move one chord at a time. And one thing I didn't mention is in certain textures especially, where your hand position is shifting, if you're trying to control your sound, it's so crucial that you know where the hand position is, in the sense that when you're playing one chord or one hand position, you don't have to expend all of your mental energy thinking about where the next hand position is. So a good example of this is the slow movement of the Pathetique Sonata, Beethoven's Pathetique, where you have this kind of a layered texture, and you're shifting hand positions. So from here to here. So you have this layered texture of sound that you have to control. And you're shifting hand positions as you play. Now, this is a great piece. This is actually the piece I remember when my teacher first talked to me about voicing harmonies, voicing chords, and bringing one note out above another. It was with this piece. It's the first time I really explicitly thought about it. So I did a lot of practice, like I was talking about previously, with this piece of just playing, one chord and just thinking, okay, I want that C to come out, okay, and maybe a little more flat. I would sit there just like that, and then kind of connect the dots so that the melody was nice and legato, and I had a smooth line and things like that. But what's very important is you're doing this because you're shifting from one hand position to the next. It's really important that you practice getting from one hand position to the next so that it's second nature. You don't want to be thinking about, as you're playing, you have these textures, you have this, you have a bass line, and you have a melody. You don't want to be thinking about what those notes are and what it feels like in the hands as you're practicing. So a really, really good way to practice a piece like this is in chords, because it's you can think about the voicing, and you can just get the chord in your hand, the feel of the chord as you play. Another important thing that you'll see sometimes, or I see when I'm teaching, is you can sort of tell when students are kind of reaching with the fingers. Now that's different than legato. That means instead of finding the hand position kind of as a unit, thinking of it kind of as one thing, they start to kind of climb with the fingers, doing things. It's too spidery. Legato is good, but it's almost like they're on a tightrope, and if they fall off, they're going to get lost. So instead of just feeling relaxed and comfortable and knowing where these chords are, you start to see like this sort of thing. So whenever I see that, I make sure that they pause. Okay, it's like pause. Now think where your hand's going. Get your hand in that position so you're touching all the notes. Right? Now don't play, just get your hand in position so you're touching all the notes. You have to do that kind of work, and then you can do it a little more opened up, like it's actually written. Hands are in position. And see, from this, where my hand is more in position before I play and I'm not kind of spidering over, I'm still keeping finger legato, but when I'm like that and my hands are in position, then I can think about actually controlling the sound. If I'm kind of darting from one key to the next, I'm going to get accent and weird things. It's not going to sound controlled. So just practicing in chords as much as you can, or in hand positions as much as you can, and then making sure that that's really in your muscle memory. You can do a lot of visualization work, like I've talked about other places, but everything you can, so that feels really natural and you're not kind of exerting too much mental energy thinking about that while you're trying to control the sound. So I hope you find this helpful. If you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you get notifications when I put a new video out. And I have also pasted links to free beginner piano lessons and free technique lessons below this video, so you can check those out as well. I'll see you in the next video.